Welcome back. Okay, I'd like to talk a little bit more about images. I know we spent a whole lot of time talking about images. I'd like to show you something else you can do. What if we wanted to add what's called an image gallery? Okay, this is something we can do with WordPress. It's built in. And let me give you an example. Let's say that we've got our band lineup. We've just added our new guitarist, so therefore we've got a new band lineup. And here are the images of my band. I've got my band member photos in here. I've got all the images right here. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to do a little gallery, okay? Rather than upload all of these images individually and have them show up one under the other, I'd like to have kind of like a block of images. How would I go about doing that? Let me show you how this works. I'm going to go ahead and add a new post here. And let's say, check out our new band lineup. There we go. Okay. And so let's just add a little bit of dummy text inside here. Okay. Okay. Boom. All right. There we go. And I'd like, in fact, I'll add another paragraph right there. I'd like to add a gallery inside here. Let's go ahead and publish this to begin with. Okay, so there we go. There's our new band lineup. And what we'd like to do is add in here, I'd love to have a gallery of images. And let me show you what that is. Let's start by going ahead. I've positioned my cursor where I wanted this. I want to go ahead and click Add Media here. And the first thing I need to do is see over here, I've got Create Gallery. Let's take a look at this first. I'm going to click on Create Gallery. And we could create a gallery using the existing images, but that's not actually what we want. I actually have new images I want to upload. So let's go upload those images. Okay, I'm going to select the files. All my images are inside here. And this is something neat. I can actually select more than one image at a time. What I did here is I just clicked on that and then I did Shift click down here to select all of those. Just to save myself some time, there's no need to upload each of these images individually. I'll go ahead and click Upload. Okay. And then so here are all my band shots, okay, all my band member shots, and I want to have a nice gallery with all of my band members together. Okay, and before we go do this, what I'd like to do before we create this gallery, let's actually be smart. Let's go take the time to actually change all the titles and alt text for everything here. This makes sense. So let's go ahead and do this. Say our singer and bassist. Okay. Uh, let's just say our singer. So let's just singer and oh, I spelled singer wrong. I always have such a hard time with that word. It's so silly. Singer and bassist for the band for Robo Bunny Attack. Okay. I'll just copy that so I don't need to. Just say rhythm guitarist. Rhythm guitarist. Okay. Rhythm guitarist for the band Robo Bunny Attack. Okay. We'll say this is the lead guitarist. Lead guitarist. Okay. Lead guitarist for the band. There we go. And finally, here's our drummer. Okay, drummer. Drummer for the band. Okay, there we go. So notice what's happened here. I am creating a gallery. It's important that you're in the right section. You've got to see the words Create Gallery up here, and you'll see that these images are checked. Okay, if I could uncheck it if I decided I didn't want to include that image in the gallery, I could do that. But I'd like to, so you just toggle it on and off like that. Okay, make sure that all the images that you want to have included in your gallery are selected. You can confirm that obviously by the check marks, and also down here you see these 4 images have been selected down here. Let's go ahead and now that we've selected all our images, let's click the button Create a New Gallery. We'll go ahead and do that. And this is where we can drag and drop and change or let's say our lead singer is very concerned about being perceived first here, and then maybe that's the right order. We also can determine so we can change this. We can add captions if we want to, or we can just, leave this blank. That's perfectly fine. What do we want this to link to? We could have it either link to the attachment page or the media file. Let's have them link to the media file. I'll let you experiment with that on your own time. It's kind of nice to know the difference between those two. How many columns we want? Well, in this case, I only have 4 band members, so how about two columns. If I do two columns, then that means that I should just have like image, 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 image. I could also do four columns. That would be something, and that would give me four in a row. But let's try two columns so that I can have them. The number of columns is just going to depend on how you want the images to be laid out, as well as how many images you have. Okay, so there we go. It's pretty easy to drag and drop. If we change our mind, if the lead singer quits, we can click, or sorry, the lead guitarist quits, we can click that. But this is good for now. Let's go ahead. We can even select random order if we wanted to, but I think this is good. So let's go ahead and select Insert Gallery. And so now we see something interesting. You see, we haven't seen this before. This is a link to our gallery. Okay, excuse me. And um, we're not going to be able to actually preview it inside here, but this is sort of just a placeholder that WordPress is giving you to tell you, yeah, I got a gallery in here, it's all good. Let's go ahead and click update. And then as soon as we hit update, I'd love to see what this post looks like. Okay, check out our new band lineup. I'm going to go ahead and reload this, and here we go. There's our gallery. Now in this case, these images kind of got, stretched out a little bit. I don't know. I mean, having two columns in this particular layout may or may not be what you want. Let's take a look. Let's say we change our mind and we actually want to have all four of them one after the other. Let's go change that. We can go ahead and edit that by clicking here. And let's say, you know what, I changed my mind. I want four columns instead. I want them all side by side. Let's go ahead and click Update Gallery. And we'll just click update. Remember, you do always need, anytime you make a change here, you're not going to see it on your site unless you click update. And let's go ahead and reload this. And here we'll see that WordPress has actually changed the size of these to fit nicely. Okay, so isn't that cool? This actually has saved you a whole lot of coding. This particular theme that we're using has also added a little bit of styling here. We see that there's kind of a drop shadow behind everything. It looks like these snapshots. That's kind of cool. And notice what else happened? Because we took the time to actually add proper titles to things, we have the little hover, the little tool tips that show up whenever we hover over here. You probably, if this was your band, you would probably pick, you probably put the band member names inside here. But there we go. Okay, so we've just created our own little gallery. Okay, isn't that cool? If we click through on here, we can actually see it on the full page. And there we go. That's how you create a gallery. You can imagine if you had like 16 images, how nice this could look. So you'd have 16, you'd have four across like that, four down. You could create a really nice gallery like that. And if you click through on any of these images, you're probably wondering what happens if I click through on here. Well, if I click through, it just brings me to the full size image like that, because that's what I'd selected on that previous page. I could have had it click through to something else if I wanted to. Okay, so now you know how to add an image gallery to a post. So go have fun with that. You imagine there's lots of possibilities for that. This could be your album covers. It could be, just various images you've taken. Lots of different things, and you can change the order, and it's all sorts of fun. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.